Hi, it's Dennis Daly. When I worked for the Ag Department in Washington back in the 80s, I was in charge of doing radio public service spots. I knew some of the voices I wanted to use, but I also needed additional voices. So I got in contact with Don PITTS in Los Angeles. He sent me a tape. It contained 99 voice actors. Some you'll recognize, some you won't. I thought you might enjoy it.
Casey Kasem.
Thick, rich-tasting Heinz ketchup. It's slow good. 5 million children in the United States are struggling to breathe freely. They're the victims of diseases that damage their lungs. When they play, they must stop periodically to cough and to catch their breath. Won't you help?
Next time the family wants to go out for hamburgers, go to the place that's more than a hamburger place. Burger Chef. Say, who said hamburger places were all alike?
Get a compact. There's 3M VQC2 desktop copier. At 5 to 10,000 copies a month, you get lots more copies per dollar and 20 clear, sharp copies a minute. Shasta. We make 14 flavors. Because 14's more fun than one. That, too, is the Chevron way.
Bob Flanders.
Remember how your mother used to worry about you? She still does. Long distance is the next best thing to being there. The Die Hard, with extra power to start your car when most batteries won't. Sold only at Sears.
Michael Mish.
Sugar-free Diet Sprite. Sugar-free Sprite doesn't taste sugar-free. It tastes great.
Gary Owens.
Squirt is the citrus soft drink with a cool, sweet tart taste.
Now, please, don't be frightened.
Steve Brody.
If you listen carefully for the next 60 seconds, you may never have to pay another speeding ticket. This message is about a dependable little electronic device called the Snooper XK.
Howard Duff.
When you open an IRA with Bankers Savings and Loan, you get something a lot of other IRAs don't give you. A guarantee.
Jerry Dexter.
Del Monte French-style green beans. When it comes to choosing green beans, Mother really does know best. There are a lot of good things to like about Jack in the Box. Like a zesty, tangy taco. It's a fiesta for your taste buds. If you were foolish enough to have invited those 8 people you met last month in that marvelous little place in Acapulco over for an entire Mexican dinner, don't take any chances. Use Lowry's seasoning mixes.
Ron Bolts.
But the very best way is Private Benjamin's way, and there's no way the Army way will ever be the same. A drifter looking for something. Jack Nicholson, Jessica Lange, the postman always rings twice. Gandhi. His triumph changed the world forever.
Joshua Bryant.
Since 1946, Kinney Air Conditioning has been keeping the West cool in the summer and warm in the winter.
The year of the album of the year, new from Van Halen.
For the last 25 years, the Colonel's been serving up his famous fried chicken to just about everybody.
Roger Davis.
Have you discovered the gentle difference in new Dial Dry Powder? The underarm spray that goes on powder dry, powder smooth, powder. A soft, gentle powder in new Dial Dry Powder.
Morgan Paul.
One case of San Miguel beer doesn't go far on expedition in the highlands of Waimea. Ah, San Miguel. As always, the taste worth looking for.
Bob Sarlott.
To the work of one of our most versatile and talented voice actors,
whose wide range runs the spectrum from super characterization
to many fine, straight deliveries, narrations, dialogues, and animations.
Now, in machine gun fashion,
and with his latest hits for the ages,
we give you the talent and range of
Bob Sarlott.
Toyota says you can drive a beautiful sporty Celica that doesn't waste money.
Yeah, new Waffalo cereal.
Thayer Walker finds out Monday on New Center 4. It's coming to Pacific Stereo. Midnight Closeout.
Gallo Salami and Oro Wheat English Muffins, 2 San Francisco favorites, team up to save you money this holiday season.
Back in 1856, when John Bruner opened his furniture business, the values he offered brought the whole town out.
1, 2, grab the kids and wide right. You're gonna have the time of your life. Grab the rig and go to the California Rodeo.
Robert Culp.
Some moments are so big you can hardly hold them in your heart.
Yet you can recapture them in something this small, seconds from now, and whenever you want to be there again. Instant Movies. Polaroid.
Denny Bishop.
If your checking account is earning little or no interest, then you're giving away money.
Cheers! And Bill's hungry for love, but with JoJo's younger sister, Buffalo Bill. Daytime's most evil villain is back on Days of Our Lives.
I want revenge.
Stefano Damara. If he weren't so bad, he wouldn't be so good.
Peter Mason.
You go from day to night without missing a beat. You become the person you are meant to be. You've come into your own. In colors for your eyes, lips, cheeks, and nails. By charm of the Ritz. Potato buds from Betty Crocker come in plump little buds bursting with flavor.
Rob Stone.
Now, playing for the way he will spend eternity, George Jefferson. Come on down!
Countdown to the Olympics, Day 353, presented by Transamerica Occidental Life Insurance Company, with Eric Hayden. In municipal bonds, the leading specialist for more than a decade is Municicorp of California.
Peter Mark Richmond.
This may be one of the finest white wines you've ever tasted. More so than any other vintner, Ernest and Giulio Gallo revealed the full glory of the French Colombard grape. At the risk of alienating our friends across the Pacific, your Southern California Olds dealers have some fascinating numbers to announce. Though your mileage may differ, use these numbers for comparison.
Joel Corey.
America made the hot dog famous. Oscar Mayer gave it Biggity. Biggity. It's sunny and bright, big and friendly. It's Kraft French dressing with a creamy, natural flavor big enough to bask in. Fruit cocktail is too big an idea to cut into little pieces. Introducing Libby's Chunky Mixed Fruits.
Malachi Throne.
This is the tire we ran on tough roads around the world. And this is the next step. Road Handler from Sears.
Harry Lomart is an animal. The target. Oliver Reed has the Mauser Special. Jill St. John is the target.
Michael Jackson.
Extraordinary? Not for Jaguar. The car is powered by Jaguar's electronically fuel-injected double overhead cam 6. It handles like a sports car. Drives the best Jaguar ever.
Paul Winchell.
And thanks to United Sunbirds, I can cruise down here for an incredibly low price. Come fly with me.
Have you ever heard of the Kingdom of Kites?
And here's your order, hamburger meister.
Thanks, Jack.
For water heating, nothing is more efficient than gas.
Bob Maxwell.
Borden Breakfast Drink went to the ends of the earth to give you everything the other one gives you, but more of it for your money.
Leonardo da Vinci once made a famous drawing to show that man's reach equaled his height.
Sominex. If you have trouble falling asleep, let Sominex help you.
Joe Dorsey.
Hawken is out there, waiting for you, with a smokeless tobacco that's different from anything you've ever tasted before. Hawken's got a rough cut so it packs better, and it comes in a rugged waterproof package to keep Hawken's smooth wintergreen flavor moist and fresh.
Chick Hearn.
Bedlam at the Forum. They're going crazy. 2-1. The Lakers are the world champions.
Hi, everybody. This is Chick Hearn for Sears' incredible Veterans Day sale.
Charles Durning.
We think someone like Sharon should get all the interest she deserves. So depending on her balance, our resource checking account pays her up to money market interest rates. Doing things right. That's the Southwest way.
Adam West.
No, Zsa Zsa. Weibel Green Hungarian is a wine. Wait till you taste this wine. Here, let me pour you a glass.
Thank you, darling. Adam, it's not green.
Of course, Weibel Green Hungarian is a delicious white wine.
James Earl Jones.
We've got to be better. Chrysler's new Laser XE. The competition is good. We have to be better.
Michael Sheehan.
Now, Louise, you move real close to me right next to the gear shift. Ralph, just hang your legs over Shirley's shoulders. And Wilma, you drape yourself over the side of the car. Now, is everybody comfortable? I never thought I'd get 6 people into a 2-seater.
Hi, this is Bam Bam from the Flintstones, and this is the pterodactyl flap.
Flap your wings! Yeah!
That's pterodactyl flap! Bold and delicious apples, 33 cents a pound. New produce prices at Ralph's.
Andre Baruch.
For our customers, whether they are professionals, financial managers, or entertainers, we go beyond the routine. The fall sale and clearance starting Friday at Robinson's.
Jay Gerber.
Kern's Nectars are made with whole fruit. So with Kern's Nectars, you can drink the whole apricot, the whole papaya, or the whole strawberry.
Ed Reimers.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Shadow Stevens.
Step right up for big truck values under the big top at your Memphis Chevy dealers. C10s, F10s, Blazers, Maxicabs, Suburbans, all great performers, all great bargains, priced as low as $69.75. Now through June 30th at your Memphis Chevy dealers.
Marty Ingalls.
Hello, this is Marty Ingalls, and I guess we're here to talk about my voice. My voice, well, that funny little sound has been the object of more...
Don Galloway.
At Citibank, we've made a commitment to the people of America, because the most important part of our business is people. People just like you. Citibank, building America's future.
Madison Mason.
They can take away my weekends. They can take away my time with my family. But when they send me out on the road, I can always stay at a Hilton. And they can't take that away from me.
Steve Kamer.
Introducing the Sunny Seasoning, California Raisins. This is Harold. George always loved Gravy Train. Not Harold. Harold had to have something else. Richard Pryor in Bustin' Loose. Bustin' Loose from Universal Pictures.
McDonald Carey.
You put an editorial staff of more than 1,000 to work. The kind that ensures that the West's largest newspaper audience is also the best informed. The world isn't really flat. But for you, the Times delivers it that way.
Stan Freeberg.
The Fall of the House of Usher.
Hank Hamilton.
If you were lucky, you had a grandma that put up her own pickles. Nallie's makes pickles the way grandmas did.
Mel Wells.
They came with their horses and their wagons. This was the Great Western Move.
Darian Dubois.
Valentine Premium Beer is brewed like all other great premium beers. But it's a premium with a difference. A remarkably low price. Is America ready for a low-price premium?
John Kramer.
There's never been anything like it before. Use Depth the Hair Manager after every shampoo in the convenient pump dispenser and look great all day long. Now your hair does everything you want it to do.
The girls started it. The guys loved it. The teachers hated it. The parents couldn't stand it. At private school.
The leader of this little scout hike is Wayne Bowman. You know what the kids in the neighborhood say about him? Put a pack on his back and he'll camp with you anywhere.
Martin Brooks.
Bank of America has always been the place to go for the most convenient checking. But now, checking with Bank of America is even better. Bank on the leader.
Henry Gibson.
IBM.
There's nothing I like more than a confusing day.
I only been in town 2 days, and I was all alone standing at the bar when this man walked up, spun me around, and said, "You want some real chili? Try Hormel."
After all, who knows more about gin than the English?
You and your world are doomed.
Shake and bake barbecue stock turned your oven into a barbecue grill.
His name is Yves Daniel.
Long distance. The next best thing to being there.
George Murdoch.
Out there in the dark, in the dead of night, something waits. A creature that is part man, part beast, and it's waiting for you. A creature waits. Beautiful, sparkling eyes. Get Great Lash from Maybelline.
Jay Stewart. Jim McMullen.
Kitty Queen is good, wholesome meat or chicken. No fillers, no preservatives, just the good, healthy things good, healthy cats love. And a whole lot of very premium varieties.
So, Mom, whenever their stomachs call, surprise them with a nutritious answer. Smooth and creamy, naturally fruity, yummy yogurt.
Pete Renaday.
This is Captain Nemo speaking. Welcome aboard the Nautilus.
I'm the kid that's all the candy. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. I'm a Yankee Doodle Mickey. A Yankee Doodle to our time.
Give me a little intro there, Gomer.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
Think of all the politicians, possum hunters, and millionaires, and beautiful women. All the gunfighters, rustlers, and lawmen who have loved J.W. Dant bourbons in their 134-year history.
Don't panic, Mads. You don't need cash or a check.
Oh, Upsman, thank heaven you're here. What'll I do?
Pay with your Union Planters Ups card.
It may surprise you, but there is such a pen. The pen? Of course, it's a Parker.
Mr. Walrus, said the carpenter, my brain begins to perk. We'll sweep this clearing off a year if you don't mind the work.
The fact is, the ATC works so good down here, there's a story going around that Mr. Honda used to live on the bayou. Everybody know he live up by Shreveport.
Arthur Roberts.
Nighthawks from Universal Pictures. Rated R.
Invite a voluptuous Italian to dinner. Her name, Amoretto di Sorolno.
Stan Borman.
If you're looking for the convenient way to go to Minneapolis, St. Paul, or Seattle, Tacoma, fly the Northwest Orient Way. Working hard, doing things right. That's the Northwest Orient Way.
Robert Duval.
Nothing gets you closer to America than a motorcycle. And nothing takes you there like a Honda Gold Wing.
Stephen Keener.
If you've thought at all about opening a tax-free account, stop by your home savings office before the rush. Love's brings you Sunday dinner on the family plan.
Bob Arbogast.
How'd I know the landing strip at LAX wasn't the northbound San Diego? Got 2 tickets, one for illegal parking, the other for impersonating a 747.
Well, it's been done before.
From the makers of Many Horrible Mistakes.
You want some HN 1050? How do I know you ain't the Fuzz? Hey, man, if I was the Fuzz, you think I'd be wearing this rabbit suit?
Bob Sweeney.
I'd like to demonstrate here on radio a fascinating new phone, the Touch-O-Matic from Pacific Northwest Bell. There are 16 separate buttons on this phone. Punch one, and it automatically dials a number.
Bruce Hayes.
Everything from tires to furniture, from fashion accessories to home furnishings, it's at the Broadway. Add a little substance to your life. Substance 2 by VitaFresh. We're giving you the greatest taste north of the border. Patio.
Cliff Norton.
300,000 burgers a month, over 1 million root beer floats a year, and more hot dogs than any other restaurant on earth. That's why A&W
is one of America's top 10.
Jason Bernard.
In the early days of California, the adobe and the missions were a familiar sight.
Tree stalk, a sound that will drive you to a world of disbelief. Tree stalk records and tapes.
Rick Semino.
He spoke through lips drawn with pain. Oh, raise me up in the stirrups and cinch my saddle tight, for I dine with the colonel's daughter at the Elephant tonight.
You see this hand? There's a hand that was the hand of a hog.
Once you get into the habit of regular exercise, you'll wonder why you didn't take the time before to make your body feel so good.
How so, Holmes? Notice the inspection ticket on the furnace.
Take care of your heart, and your heart will take care of you.
Who's afraid of the 3:30 movie? This week, Channel 7 invites you on a 5-day journey into terror.
Eddie Carroll.
You know something? Those people at Smucker's really know their business. Their jams and jellies taste just like homemade.
Jonathan Scott.
Saturday, when Willis adopts a new brother, Arnold feels rejected.
You get a very sensitive dude here.
Then Ricky falls in love on Silver Spoon.
Visit Bugs Bunny and Sylvester from Marriott's Great America Saturday and Sunday. Shop Safe Mart for our low, low prices and money-saving weekly specials.
Monty Markham.
If you own a home, Midland can help you build a loan for almost anything you want. Together, we can make it just the amount you want, up to $250,000. And we can make it the term you want, up to 15 years.
Dave Willock.
A lot of cleaners are easy to use, but they just don't clean. Try Easy Off. It does both.
Chris Lane.
Introducing United Airlines' incredible Super Saver service. The perfect way to travel. What's more natural than natural light? New beginnings. You'll always be an alcoholic,
but you'll never have to drink again. At UDC, our careful attention to detail and craftsmanship adds a feeling of excitement to every home we build.
Bob Burger.
No one has a better choice of 100% lean beef charbroiled hamburgers than Carl's Jr. And for your convenience, all Las Vegas Carl's Jr. restaurants are now open 24 hours.
Ma, them's is the best tasting hot cakes I ever had. What's your secret?
A pinch of spider venom, 2 cups wolf gravy, and just a touch of arsenic for flavor. Please, good fairy, please turn me back into a prince.
For the last time, I'm no good fairy.
Charles Siebert.
Getting to the Olympics isn't easy. Only the best make it. The best athletes the world has to offer. And the finest foods from Vons.
David F. Diamond. Martin Rudy.
I've got some advice for the person with a little money to play with. Don't play. A wrong guess in the stock market can be pretty expensive entertainment. And if you fiddle around with savings, inflation will eat you alive.
Norman Rose.
Is it not natural that 100% Colombian coffee has more flavor and richness than any other coffee in the world?
Bill Scott.
George of Jungle here. Just swing by to say hello.
Fred L. Jones.
We interrupt this International House of Pancakes commercial with another commercial. One for our new London broil.
Lucy lends Harry a hand and becomes a do-it-yourselfer.
Your pigtails are flapping.
Lucy holds her own demolition derby on Here's Lucy.
A different stargazer for each season. One in each specially marked box of Post-Wishing Star cereal. The star is Richard Gere. The film is breathless.
When you want pizza, come to Shakey's. And right now, get a family-sized pizza with any 2 toppings for only $6.99.
Pat Ranella.
Solving a drinking problem can be almost as tough as living with one. Treatment can be a financial strain, especially if it's not covered by insurance.
Pat McCormick.
That's right. I'd be glad to tell you about that.
Mm-hmm.
Your shirt, by the way, is wrong. It should not go with those pants. I think beige and purple are no darn good.
So you have opinions on everything.
I love to read good opinion, which I get in the Mercury and the News. By the way, get your hair changed.
George Redding.
Ah, the fresh, perked flavor of ground roast coffee. That's how Taster's Choice starts. Only Greyhound can take you to Phoenix for $35, 10 times daily. To San Francisco for $29.29, 22 times daily. Sissy Spacek is Nita Longley. She lives alone in a small Texas town. Just her and the reputation. Raggedy Man. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Mono Tupo.
You can feel it. It feels like gentle rain and spring and silk. It's Clairol Herbal Essence Shampoo. And it isn't just a fantastic feeling, it's fantastic hair.
Dennis James.
Hi, Dennis James.
George DiCenzo.
You know that your savings account not only earns the top interest rate, but also is protected by one of the nation's strongest savings and loan institutions.
It's not every day that Mom and Dad visit, so why not make it very special?
Wolfman Jack.
So, Dick, do like the Wolfman do. Tear on out to the refridge and pour yourself a big one, a refreshing glass of milk.
Les Tremaine.
Research is Exxon's way of keeping America moving. Exploration today guarantees fuel for tomorrow.
Kip King.
A great place for the day, a great place for the kids and the whole family. Knott's Berry Farm.
Fred Foy.
This is Dr. Zhivago. The monumental motion picture of our time. Dr. Zhivago from MGM.
David Kelly.
If it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't be going to college. Before Dad died, he opened a college trust fund for me at Midwest Savings.
John Daner.
Philip Warrender, merchandising executive. His watch? Fairchild. Quietly elegant, distinctively slim.
Jack DeLeon.
If you were born in the slum or a migrant worker camp, you think of the rest of America as something quite separate from you.
Silverwoods has swim trunks, rugby shirts, Countess Maritais, leisure suits, European slacks, sunglasses, sexy bathrobes.
Shake a leg, get an egg, put it in the stew. Hurry up, get a cup full of water too. Get a hand, throw it in. Now it's up to you to stir for a turn or two.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. You know something? It will definitely improve your eye.
M.G. Kelly.
Peace of mind. You don't have to look very far to find it. It can be as simple as a comfortable atmosphere, a mountain stream.
J.J. Smith.
The 19th Annual Grammy Awards, presented by Coca-Cola and the Coca-Cola bottlers in your area, and the 1980 Ford. Ford has a better idea.
James Ferrantino.
When we introduced the Volkswagen Rabbit, there were 40 new cars in its class. But the real test of anything is how long it lasts. And one by one, these cars disappeared.
Charlie Van Dyke.
The news is right here on Channel 12. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Arizona's customer service department is now open for business longer.
Dick Merritt.
Hollywood. What was it like at its glittery best? Where did you go at the end of the day to share a cool drink with a warm friend?
If you're renting, but you're not renting a Lake Ridge apartment yet, even though all you need to move in is first month's rent, better think of something.
Clive Revel.
From London to Singapore, Barclays gives its customers complete and trusted service.
Jaguar, with a history of pleasing those who have a fancy for an extraordinary driving experience. But be sure to request Perrier. There's something incredible happening to the Southern Californian coast. It's the arrival of the Viking Princess, the ultimate luxury cruise ship. I certainly hope not, sir. It's your suit. It's filthy. Well, it's only a couple of gravy stains. What's that? Well, it's a mustard I sat in. May I recommend Folex Spot Cleaner, sir? Now, Sundar the Barbarian. Saturday mornings on NBC.
It's been brought to the attention of this board that food prices are excessively high.
But in France, we have found that to save money on food, you must shop at Lone Star Markets.
Peter Elkington.
The new Cadillac Seville, designed for the most discriminating. Cadillac.
Orlando Bonner.
The only comforting thing about our unpredictable economy is that even the people in the know don't know. So with Currants Nectars, you can drink the whole apricot, the whole papaya, or the whole strawberry.
Tom Campbell.
There's never been a better time to get a great deal on the 81 Mazda B2000 pickup. See your Greater Bay Area Mazda dealers now.
Ralph James.
Orson calling Mort. Well, Mort, you and Mindy have done it again.
They called him terrorist and assassin for driving the British out of his homeland. Watch the television premiere of Sadat.
August 5th, 1769. Our scouts had discovered a pass over the mountain.
Celia, it's big, but together we could always finish a half-quart bottle of Babylon. The hills consistently come up with America's richest cup of coffee.
Richard Crenna.
Security Pacific Bank and the California Dream. Your California best is showing, and we're with you all the way.
Robert W. Morgan.
This is Robert W. Morgan. Welcome to Solid Gold, starring Marilyn McCoo and the Solid Gold Dancers, with a countdown of this week's top 10 songs.
Rex Allen.
Today, the whole world has an appetite for what the American farmer produces. That calls for big yields.
Dick Stewart.
Levi's Luggage, the Olympic edition, created for the most grueling event of them all, the airport.
Orson Welles.
The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
Dick Enberg.
Just call your travel agent, company travel department, or call Continental.
He looks toward the end zone. He tucks it away at the 10, cuts back at the 5. He's in the end zone for a touchdown.
This is Don Pitts, thanking you for listening.
By the way, Don Pitts lived to be 90 and died in 2018. He was a really nice guy with an interesting kind of voice. I'm Dennis Daly.